Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm AndyRC and today I'm going to be demoing a lightweight 3D biplane that I have built. This is the Mini Crack Pit from Twisted Hobbies. I actually got this kit from Electric Wingman and I will link that in the below. First of all, I was just going to get the plane kit, but then I realized that you could add other components such as the motor and the ESCs, the battery, and all of the servos as well, and I think it came to about £93. The only thing that I added was my own receiver, and I used a X4R, it's the non-SB version there, so just a 4-channel receiver. And I was going to do a full build of this, but then I realized it was quite a meticulous build. There's so many parts to it. Actually took me about 2 days to put it together. And also the plane stuff on the channel, it's not as popular as the quadcopter stuff. I guess that's because I'm more known for doing quadcopter stuff, but for years and years I was flying planes and I gave it up for a little while, and that is because really the technology didn't move on so much and there wasn't so much you could do with it. But I've decided to build a really lightweight one because I've definitely been missing it. Now this is for flying, well, indoors really, but also it can be flown outdoors when it is really calm, and I recently found out that they do some indoor flying near me, so that's the reason that I have built this one up here. It weighs just 113 grams, which is amazing, and it's made out of EPP. You can see there that it's not very sturdy, so if it was a windy day then it will get blown around and it wouldn't be very nice to fly, so I need to wait for a nice calm evening to fly it. So let me just take you through the components. Now the plane kit, so just the foam etc., that was about £39, and then I added this other stuff. So this is actually a T-motor, and it is a, what's that say there? I know it's 2300 kV, it's a 2202 motor, and it's specifically designed for a lightweight plane. You can see there that the prop just goes on with a rubber band and it pings off in a crash, although I've not had it ping off yet. The prop, I think it's a 7-inch prop. Yeah, 7035, and then I bought the ESC as well. It's a 6 amp ESC. It takes a 2 to 3S there, and the servos, let's see, the servos are Jennings servos, but one of them turned up faulty, so I had to replace it with a HS55, what they call a very old servo, like a 9-gram servo there. And yeah, I really like this kit. Just look at all of this here. So it's like carbon rods down here, and then we've got a bit of heat shrink, and then we have like a control linkage here, and I put it all together with Yoo-Hoo Pour. This is like a special foam glue, but it can take up to 24 hours to dry properly. So I think that's another reason why it took a while to build it. But yeah, I should be able to do some nice 3D with it. Just look at these control surfaces, look how big they are. Especially the rudder and the elevator there, just look at that. So I should be able to get some fast aerobatic maneuvers out of this. One thing I really like about this is how easy it is to set up all of the surfaces. Got these tiny little screws here that just screw into these rods, and also here as well, and we've got an extension here on this servo arm, which you use a thread and some glue to put around. And again, these are all the correct size I found. I just had to screw them in with a flathead screwdriver. All of this was the correct size as well. Again, just a little bit of glue on these linkages here and some heat shrink, and that went in nicely. We have actually got carbon going through here to strengthen it up, so you can see it here as well, and some wood to make sure that all this is nice and sturdy. And yeah, I really like it. I even got a tiny 2S battery as well. This one is 250 milliamp. It is 25C, 7.4 volt, and that actually just goes in there nicely. I am going to have to modify it if I want to use a 3S, because a 3S battery won't go in there. I'll probably cut a hole in there, and I think it is going to go better on a 3S. But yeah, really nice build. And I was a little worried about these legs as well, but this thing is so lightweight that even if you crash it in grass like that, they don't break, they just ping back. So I was pretty impressed with that. So my eventual plan is to stick an FPV camera on it and maybe do some indoor FPV flying with it. Some people even fly these in their lounges if they've got a big enough lounge, but sadly mine isn't big enough. I'll probably do a bit of hovering. But yeah, really nice kit, pretty impressed with it. I think £93, and then added my £20 receiver there, and I've also bound it to my Taranis here as well. So let's go and take it for a fly, and hopefully I won't crash it. Okay, don't try this kind of flying at home. I am a trained unprofessional. Let's go for a takeoff. It flies! I've had to wait until dusk for the wind to back down. Oh, this is just the best. Look at that. So much control. Bit of weird knife edge there. And nice inverted as well. This is what it's all about. Oh, mind the bin. Nice rolling circuits. Okay, let's try some hovering. It's been a while. I'm a little bit rusty. I need it much closer than that. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's try some torque roll stuff if I can. The wind's blowing it. I'm very rusty at this, and all it takes is just a tiny breeze to knock it out. Yeah, I think it would do better on a 3S. That's full throttle there. Okay. Let's try some Daredevil stuff. Let's see if I can hover it under the tree. As I say, don't try this at home. I'm a trained unprofessional. Look at that. So much control, I love it. Let's go into the street. Who needs quadcopters? Who needs PIDs and flight controllers? I do. I absolutely love them. Please don't take those away from me. But this is just another aspect of the hobby that I absolutely love. Come on, get closer. Could almost reach out and touch it, couldn't you? It's very rare I get weather as calm as this to do this kind of stuff. Hashtag ruining the hobby. Come on, this thing weighs nothing. And there's just so much control, look at it. I can put it anywhere I want. Sort of. Oh, I love this. It's been so long since I've done this. Thank you, Twisted Hobbies, for this model. Let's just go for a walk with it. Like I'm walking my plane. Would it be a stupid idea to go through the tree while hovering? Probably. Let's do it anyways. Bit of showboating, why not? Not sure how long this battery's gonna last. Whoa, it got into a torque. Let's try that again. So the torque of the motor makes the plane spin around on its axis, which is why helicopters have a tail rotor to stop that happening. But we embrace it in the 3D world. And we learn how to control the model no matter which way it's facing. And I love it. You need flat, calm weather to be doing this though. Look at that, I could reach out and lick it if I wanted to. Yeah, I think my battery's getting low. Let's fly it like a plane a little bit, eh? It's a shame I have to wait until it's pretty much dark to fly this thing like this. But that's how it goes. Other than that, I could rent out a gym or something. And that would be great. This would be great indoors. Maybe I need to do that. I've never actually flown indoors. This is so different from flying quads. I hope you guys can enjoy this and appreciate it. There goes my battery. The thing is so light that I don't think those legs will have broken. No, absolutely fine. Well, there you go. That is my maiden of the mini crack pits. I absolutely love it. I'll put a link in the description to all of the stuff that I have used. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.